way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great luxury to have. Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.
She wants to overthrow our love. Maybe too much ain't enough, and we won't make it out alive.
One Philadelphia Eagle has already been taken in this draft. Could they double up and take another one here? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck? And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of no one. You had to figure they'd lean that way if a player from that team became available. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front? Give me what you got.
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Patriots enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He takes this for 3 to the 29, making the tackle Keith Tandy.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. Now fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now 3rd down, less than a yard.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. And Sweezum will get this one to go. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Wilson, flush to his right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Travis Kelce from 10 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They start the drive with a give to Blue. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third. On that run,